Welcome to East Atlanta Church, where ministry is made simple by Pastor Jéan L. Ward.
One of the things I've always said is, you be right.
That's right.
I don't care what people do. You're the person that needs to be right. If you would turn to your Bibles to Acts chapter 3, with verse 1. And I want you to read along with me. And it reads, it says, Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour. And a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid at the gate daily of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple. Who, seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked an alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto him, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have, I give thee. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk.
Well.
And he took him by the right hand and stood and walked and entered with them into the temple, walking and leaping and praising God. Walking and leaping and praising God. What I want to deal with you this morning is targeting our purpose. Targeting our purpose. If you have that first one, here's the thing. Oftentimes, we don't go into battle, or we don't go into our day with intentionality. Okay, we don't go into it with a purpose. We go throughout our day just living vicariously, But the thing about it is this: if you notice here, we have a scope. Now, before I don't know if anybody's been in the military, you ever fired a gun or anything like that. I go to the range. I love it. But here's the thing: you have to know your target, don't you? But why do we start our day without a purpose? So so today we're going to be targeting our purpose. So the first thing I want you to understand is, I said, what is your goal? What is your purpose? Okay? Now, if you notice here, we have a scope and we have silhouettes in the back, and that's what your target is. But here we have Peter, we have John, and they were walking this gate, and they go there to pray every day. Okay, and the gate Beautiful was, I'm sure you know about it. It was adorned and very beautiful at the least. But it was a separation point between the Jews and the Gentiles. And now understand, some theologians have said that it was uncommon for anyone to ask a Gentile for alms. They would ask Jews, and that it would just be disdaining to talk to the Gentiles. But here it is, this man who comes in here, who has been this way all his life, has feasted our eyes upon Peter and John. And the thing is, they were concerned about this gentleman, not in the aspects of like many of us do, about why is this person here, why are they looking like that, why won't they do something better with their life. They were concerned about him, about what they can do for him. So their purpose was to serve. So what we have to understand is our target needs to find out to be able to serve. How can we serve God today? And serving God, we do it by serving His people. I remember he said something about, he said, well, when you clothed me when I was naked, you fed me when I was hungry, you gave me shelter when I was homeless. They said, Rabbi, when did we do this to you? He said, that you did unto the least of them, you've done unto me. So my question is, are you so busy doing it for the most of people that can do it for you, or are you doing it to the least of them that you can get nothing from?
All right.
See, we know how to do things so people we can get something from, don't we? We were trained in that. But see, we have to be reconditioned to help those people that we can't get anything from whatsoever. We have just came through 3 massive hurricanes that has rocked this nation. And it was so disappointing to me when I went out to pastors and churches and I said, could you please begin to help me find shelter for individuals that are coming from Florida, our sister state. I had a handful. Now, I'm not going to get racial with you, but I had more of my white brothers that came into the rescue than my black brothers. Now, what that shows to me is this, that maybe it's a mentality thing, maybe something about us that we've been in lack so long that we're afraid to go back there again and to share it with someone else, but the thought process that we may lose what we have. But if that's the case in your mind before you try to help somebody, then that's the first thing you need to write up that little list of yours about repentance, because it's being selfish.
You're right, sir. Amen.
Are we more concerned about ourselves than we're concerned about anybody else? Remember I said, we got to understand, what is your target? What is your purpose? Is your purpose for self-gratification or godly glorification? Are you more concerned about what you get out of church when you come in here? Did I get a good word? Do I feel good? Or are you coming here to serve to make sure that they may be a new person walking in this door that never met Christ? And you're going to be the only thing they may ever see again, and you're the determining factor whether they walk back through this door again. Or are you concerned about, do they look like they fit in? Do they act like they fit in? I don't even know about them right now because, they were at the club last night. I saw their Facebook page. I saw their Instagram. I follow them on Snapchat. How can they show up in church today?
Well, all right.
Matter of fact, I'm glad they showed up in church today.
Amen.
We miss the purpose of serving. We come, I hear so many people say, I stopped going to a church because I wasn't being fed. Well, then stop feeding people then.
That's right. Amen.
I remember every time I could finish my pastor's sermons, every time he preached. And I was like, what do I do? He said that you need to learn how to do what I do.
Amen. Amen.
Oh. You mean it's time for me to stop sitting at the table and start serving the table?
That's it. That's it. All right, sir.
You better understand your purpose. See, we're targeting the wrong thing. And when we're targeting the wrong thing, the enemy is attacking us. Here's the thing. If you're not targeting the enemy, you better say it again.
That's right.
Oh, because you better believe he has your number.
Yes, he does.
He has your number.
You're right, sir. You're right, sir.
Now, the other thing about it is, here's the thing. Here's so funny. They're walking through the gate, and they're getting ready to go to prayer. They're getting ready to go to church. Many of y'all can't even stop to help somebody on the side of the road because you want to be late to church. Oh, child, I can't pick you up because you late. You running behind. I gotta be there. You know what? I'm not saying be intentionally late to church. What I'm saying is this: if that sister or brother needs to be in church and they call you and they're gonna make you an hour late, I'd rather you be an hour late than them not show up. But we miss it. Did at one point they say, did John tell people, hey, hold on, man, we gotta hurry up and get up and we're gonna miss it. We gotta go pray to God. No, it's not about that. And the funny thing is, that's what the world is saying. The world has looked at the church and said, y'all so much concerned about churching and you're not even worried about being the church. That's why they don't want to come to church. Because see, one thing the world has, they understand relationship more than anything else. Hear me. They understand. If you don't believe me, look at how gangs are going. They understand relationship more than anything else. Matter of fact, you get two crackheads together and they got a great bond. They got a relationship. I'm just trying to tell you, their relationships are going all over. Every kind of sin you can think of, they bond relationships about it. It's amazing how in the church we can't have a relationship. They got the relationship concept down. But I think we missed our target because we're not aiming at the right thing. And the thing is, can you recognize your target? Do you even know what your target is? I said that in the beginning. I said, you have to be intentional, you have to be purposeful. What does your target look like? Because see, here's the thing. We know our broader target is to reach those that are lost. But what type of lost person did God call you to reach? Do you even know that? I coach church planters and pastors, and one of the worst things I hear church planters say when I say, who did God call you to reach? He called me to reach everybody. Yeah, tell me how that's going to work for you. He called me to reach everybody. Listen, by a show of hands, who all like McDonald's? like McDonald's? Okay, put your hand down. Who likes Burger King? Put your hand down. Who likes Wendy's? I knew it. Who likes Steak and Shake? Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't like the same thing. They're still burgers, though, aren't they? Matter of fact, who likes Crystals? Now I know who be hanging out at the club. Late after 1 o'clock in the morning. Then the club heads that like Crystals. That's the only thing open. You told what you said. You told what you said. Here's the thing. But because of that, you have to know your target audience. You know, as a matter of fact, Chick-fil-A, they know at 12 o'clock, from 11 to 1:30, they know everybody's going to be there. It's going to be packed. You go to Chick-fil-A at 10 o'clock, it's empty. Go to Chick-fil-A at 3 o'clock, it's empty. Go to Chick-fil-A at 12, between lunchtime. Go to Chick-fil-A right after work. It's packed because that's their target audience. Matter of fact, they schedule people to work during those times for that target. They built their restaurants just for that time. People will be outside, double lanes, just for that time. They were intentional about serving. And they're the most profitable fast food franchise there is. And closed on Sundays.
That's it. You're right, son.
And tied. Okay? See, here's the thing. We miss that because we're so busy thinking this is what we got to do, this is what we got to do, this is what we got to do. But no, what you got to do is do what Christ did. You got to serve Christ first. So I'm serious, I'm trying to hurry up here. Please forgive me. The next thing what you got to do is you must understand in your darkest time, you got to still perform.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
In your darkest time, you got to still perform. What do you mean? I want you to see this. In the text, it says that he said, silver and gold have I none. In other words, see, the reason I have this, I don't know if y'all know, it's green because see, these are NVGs. Night vision goggles, a night vision sight. Okay? So at night, when it's pitch black, you have this scope that illuminates everything in green so you can see, or maybe orange.
All right.
Okay? In dark times, when you got stuff going on in your life, you still have to be able to find your target and serve.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You know, see, here's the thing. You gotta be selfless and not selfish. Yesterday, you know, my wife and I, we were up in Tennessee. We just got back this morning, and I got put through a test at the hotel. And now, how many of y'all know when you're ready to check into your hotel, you're ready to check into your hotel, right? Okay. So I get ready to go check into the hotel. I called the hotel, and I said, "Listen, it's my room available." And they put me on hold for about 5 minutes. Now, you know, many of you would have see some of y'all shaking. See. Oh, they started off wrong already. And this is a new hotel. I was talking about it just opened up Tuesday, new. Okay. So they put me on hold, and Mom was like, "You still hold on, Mom? Hold on." Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
So they came back to the phone. I actually said the room's ready. They said, "Okay, I'm on the way." They said, "Well, we look forward to seeing you, Mr. Ward. Go on down there. You know, get ready to check in." Well, I said, "Oh, the room's not ready." I said, "But I just heard them on the phone say it was ready, and I heard them say we got 30 rooms clean and ready." Okay, so we're waiting. And so she's like, "I'm so sorry." She's frustrated. The girl is new. It's a brand new hotel, brand new chain with Hilton. She didn't know. So then, while she finds us a room, gets ready to check us in, this lady comes in and she says, "Listen," she's like, "Can you change our floor? We've been waiting, and the fire alarm is still going off on the 3rd floor. We're going on the 4th floor. On the 3rd floor, my husband, it's messing with his ears. He can't handle it. And, you know, he had something going on where he already couldn't deal with a lot of noises like that. And they had to be ready at a wedding at about 3 or 4 o'clock. So about an hour and a half. She's like, "We can't get dressed with this. We can't handle this." And I'm sitting here, we have to get to our daughter's football game. I'm up here for a football game. I got a tailgate. You know what I'm saying? I got to be there. You know what I'm saying? My daughter got to see me. Because if she don't see me, she don't cheer right. Right. Let me have my fantasy. But when I heard this lady, I asked the receptionist, I said, "Can you give," and I went back and forth in my mind like for about split seconds. do I want to get out my room? Because we finna get ready to get in the room. And if I get out my room, I don't know when the next room will be ready. I'm already hungry, got to change. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was like, why am I even questioning this? He said, excuse me. I said, can we give them our room? Because I understand what they're going through.
Exactly, yeah.
And we'll just wait, okay? Now, I didn't know what my wife was going to say, you know, because I didn't discuss it with her. You know, I just had to take that hit on that one. And she, you know, take that hit. It's okay. But I'd rather take the hit with her than take the hit with God. Hear me. Adam taught me better. So, the lady said, thank you. Right then, her husband came back and said the alarm was on. It was a test. See, I went in with the intent to serve. How can I serve somebody today? See, sometimes serving isn't about the thing you're going through. It's God wants to see, are you willing to? He ain't always going to move you out of your comfort zone. Sometimes he wants to see, are you willing to move out your comfort zone? You know? I mean, so in that, I had to understand how to be selfless, but I was tired, I was distressed, I didn't know what was going on. But in that, we still had to understand how to work in that darkness. On the way back here, and it taught me about some of this darkness. And on the road back, because, you know, I couldn't leave last night, I was going to be tired, but I left early this morning, dark 30, to be here with you all, because I love y'all. And I don't know if you ever came down from Nashville to Georgia, but that's a mountain. Yeah, like, real mountain. 45% grade. So we're coming down the mountain, and it's foggy. And I'm looking at the fog, and I'm trying to make my time right to get here, but I realized I couldn't see anything in front of me. And it reminded me of the darkness. He says, listen, the only thing you need to do is trust me and just let me be a lamp unto your feet. The way I made it around the mountain was I wasn't looking ahead of me. I was just looking at the lines right in front of me because they would tell me which way to go. See, God says, listen, you don't have to know the full picture. Just trust me every step of the way. See, you don't want to know the bigger picture all the time. It ain't for you to know it. He knows your destination. He knows where you're going. He's going to guide you. Just trust the path.
Yes. Yes.
Trust the process.
That's it.
And it will get light and get dark. See, some of us, when we get in things of lack, we think we can't help nobody. I can't help you. You know, my bank account overdrawn. Well, listen, you still got food in your refrigerator.
I know. Amen.
But see, the other part is this. Are you prepared with the right ammunition? See, half of us can't do anything because you're running on empty. See, you can't give people what you don't have, can you? It's impossible. I think they said, one brother said, you can't get squeezed blood from a turnip. You know? Am I right? But see, the way we do that is that we first have to have the right perspective on things. Now, what is this word perspective? Perspective, the art of drawing solid objects onto two-dimensional surfaces so as to give the right impression of their height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point. Number two, a particular attitude toward or way of regarding something or a point of view. In other words, you have to look at something for what it is and not for what you want it to be. Stop judging people off of your experience of who you think they are and accept them for who they're telling you that they are. Oh, well, Pastor, I don't know about that. Well, they don't know about you, but wouldn't you love to be judged by who you feel you are versus how somebody feels they can see you?
All right.
I think you guys will get any amens on that. Here's the question I want to ask. First two people raise your hands. I'm going to ask you this. Tell me the number one sin that you disdain in people. Somebody raise your hand. Come on. The number one sin that you disdain in people. The number one sin that vexes your spirit. The one, what is it?
They tell a lie.
Liars. Anybody else got another? What's that? Gluttony. I'm going to the gym. So you don't like fat people, is what you're telling me. Now see, you gonna regret you said that to me. I'm just messing with you. But what you're saying is hypocrisy.
That's right.
You don't like hypocrisy. And I'm with you on that. But now here's, yes ma'am. Go ahead, I know what yours is saying. Adultery. How many of y'all hate adultery to the core of your heart? Jesus, come on, raise your hand, it's okay. Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your high. You don't like it. Now how many of y'all hate liars? Raise your hand, raise it high. You don't like liars.
That's right.
Okay.
You know they're told
Here's the thing. Anybody in here who has never told a lie, stand up. Anybody in here who's never told more than one, if you have only told one lie in your life, stand up.
That's it. That's it.
Now, how many of y'all said you was going to lose but it didn't lose it? How many of y'all said you was going to read your Bible more and didn't do it at that particular time? How many of y'all said that y'all were going to study more and didn't do it? How many of y'all said you were going to help more people and didn't do it? How many people said you was going to do more, but to do more for yourself and didn't do it? How many of y'all said y'all was going to give more and didn't do it? Do you see the hypocrisy I'm seeing here? So how in the world can you hold somebody else accountable for something you can't even do? Like I said, perspective. Stop drawing people two-dimensionally, and you need to understand that they're three-dimensional individuals. See, when you have the wrong perspective of individuals, you judge them wrongly, you load the wrong kind of ammunition in, and the ammunition that you're loading in, it's like, why would you take a taser to a battle fight, and why would you take a machine gun to a peace rally?
You're right, sir. All right.
Oh yeah, that was a hidden message behind that.
That's right. Oh yeah. Good point. Good point.
Don't take the wrong ammo to the wrong thing. But if you don't assess the situation, how can you do it? If your mind is clouded with your own, here's the thing. If your mind is clouded with your own perception and not the perspective, and what is this perception? Perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. Okay? The normal limits of human perception. Wow. A particular attitude toward or way regarding something, a viewpoint. So, perception. I've shown you this before. Right now, if I told everybody on this side of the room to look out those doors into the foyer, you're going to see one thing. If I told this side of the room, look out there, you understand nothing. Does it mean somebody's wrong? It's just perception.
Perception. Amen.
So why are you going to make your perception, why are you going to draw your perspective off of the perception? And your perception is limited. I'm going to say it this way. One of the old things they talk about was shacking up. Okay? Now, I ain't going to get in your business and ask you if you ever shacked up before. Because I know y'all ain't never did that, none of y'all. You know? Because the whole thing about shacking up was that we didn't want y'all to allude to if you were sinning, because we know you weren't sinning. We know you weren't fornicating. We know you are all better than that. Amen. Amen, saints. See how that perspective went? That perception, how my perception gave a perspective, whether it be right or wrong. Now, in that, what we have to understand is, with that law, with that thing of shacking that we talked about, we begin to judge people according to that, don't we? You know, amazing how we can tell our kids, you shouldn't shack up, because even what it looks like. But then you ain't even married and you're doing what it is.
All right.
Well, the world is saying the same thing. How can you tell an alcoholic, a person who drinks alcohol, who doesn't depend on it, that they're going to hell for what they're doing, when you're judging them just the same way?
That's right.
You know, those that know me know I struggle with certain sins that I don't like. Everybody knows I don't like bad attitudes, negativity. See, the whole thing about the garbage truck is this. And then you go, where did that come from? But here's the thing. We put on people the things that bother us the most. And here's the funny part about it. It has been said, the people that annoy you the most are the people that are closest to you.
That's right. You're right, son.
So if you have a problem with somebody who just vexes your spirit, look in the mirror. But we got to be better than that. So what we have to do is, we have to begin to change our perception so we can have a different perspective, and that means you have to change your vantage point. That means you got to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? And then you can go to the last way to lock in on our target. And don't lose focus.
All right.
You can't lose focus. Because things are going to come as a distraction. And see, here's the thing I want you to really understand. A lot of times we're going through things in life, and we believe that Satan is attacking us. I'm here to tell you, Satan is not attacking you. God is just dismembering you. See, I don't know how many of you have ever had a gun before. How many gun owners do I have?
How many who?
Gun owners do I have? Out of my gun owners, how many of you clean your gun? Do you know what happens if you don't clean your gun? It will lock up on you. As a matter of fact, it will also cause a misfire.
That's right. Get you.
Okay? See, sometimes what God has to do is He has to take us apart to cleanse us. See, what some of you are going through in your life right now is called a dismemberment process. That is when God is trying to take everything about you apart that you think you need to make you operate and function properly. But God is saying, listen, I have to cleanse you. And what is this cleansing? This cleansing is repentance. Because there's so much stuff that you've been firing through that has caused so much carbon and so much dirt that you cannot function right. You don't even see it yet, but a time is coming and you keep living the way you're living. You keep doing the things you're doing without God purging you. You're going to blow your own self up.
Amen. Right, son. Lord Jesus.
Repentance is real. It's nothing. Here's the thing. Repentance is a cleansing process.
That's right.
Throughout the Bible, God speaks of purging you. You cannot grow without being purged. You cannot grow without being cleansed. And repentance is nothing but cleansing. Then I can live in a fantasy world and think my gun is shiny on the outside and there's nothing dirty on the inside because I don't want to go through what it takes to take it apart. Because it's so uncomfortable, it gets hard sometimes. And how do I know that the enemy won't attack me when I'm doing that? And God is saying, that's not your concern, but you need to be cleansed.
That's right. Amen.
As a matter of fact, if you're a real gun owner, you understand that some things got to be modified. Let me put it to you in computer terms. Some of y'all need an update. And when you get an update, there's some things in your server that you got to remove. You got to wipe out. You got to get rid of because that software is outdated. It doesn't work anymore. But you still trying to run an old operating system, wondering why your stuff keep crashing. Because God is saying, get rid of that junk you got in there. I need to cleanse you because that's a bunch of mess you downloaded into your life. And you think it's a way of living, and it's nothing but sin.
Sir, you're right, sir. That's right. Well.
See, when you stay focused on God, you're not worried about what's being taken away from you. You're not worried about the pain because you realize to God be the glory for everything you're going through.
Yes.
You're right, sir. Yes, sir.
You got to stay focused. You ever been through surgery? Anybody ever had surgery?
Yes, sir.
When you go through surgery, are you focused on the pain and them cutting? Or are you focused on you being healed and being better?
The result. That's it.
So why aren't you doing that with God? He said, I gotta operate in your life sometime.
Well.
I gotta cut you sometime. And see, some of y'all, what you all got scared of when things came your way and the enemy was attacking you, that was just shots being fired. That was just God allowing you to realize, listen, if you don't get right, the next one will hit you.
Yes, sir.
I told y'all last time, stop getting mad at weapons being formed against you. They're going to get formed. Matter of fact, if you ain't got weapons formed against you, you ain't on the right team. Like, for those that didn't get that, Satan ain't concerned about you.
That's right.
See, if you ain't being attacked, and you ain't being grown, improved, Satan ain't concerned about you. You don't have to. And here's the greatest thing. I told y'all, for the past months I've been going through some things. And the thing is, I was like, God, why? And he says, listen. He says, the reason you keep going through, anybody ever go through this thing of, God, why is it you don't bless me the way you bless them?
Well.
I know I'm messy, but they're messier.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, y'all ain't never had that problem. Y'all never had that. You know, I'm a virtuous woman. And she got a husband. Why not me? I'm a good man. I work. He got a wife. He got a wife. Why not me? I know I may be this, but at least I ain't as bad as him. God is saying, listen, because what I got for you is so much better. But the way you are now, you will kill you and it along with you.
Come on. That's all right.
You're not ready for it. Hear me, you're not ready. As a matter of fact, I tell people this all the time. In our community, we like driving nice cars, don't we? Oh, yeah. But here's the thing, we do it. God, some of us are so quick that we'll go to the buy here, pay here, and buy a Bentley. Because it's $50,000. $60,000. And you'll look at it and say, you know, I'm going to pay $2,000. Well, you know, you can't say travel to an apartment because apartments are the way of life now. I used to say that, but we can't say, more people like living in apartments now than anything else. And matter of fact, apartments cost more than a house. With less room. So, but here's the thing, we will pay that price. We will do all of that and pay a higher interest rate on something that's used. And then have to pay the maintenance for it. Yeah. All because of the fact that we didn't allow ourselves to be purged and sacrificed to get our credit right. Build up our finances. Well, we could really go to the dealership and get a deal and get the dealer to finance it for us at a 0% or a 1% interest rate. And then give us a maintenance plan that covers the tires, the oil change, transmission. Matter of fact, it'll cover dents and dings and leather seat cuts, all of that. But the thing is, you're wondering what happened. God is saying, I'm trying to prepare you for that, and you still worried about this.
That's it.
You trying to get something used and abused. I'm trying to give you something brand new.
Come on, you right, sir.
Something that's going to be less maintenance. That's going to cost you less. Hear what I just said. God is preparing you so you don't have to pay as much for what he's giving you. That's called favor.
That's it.
But he can't give you that until you're in his will, until you're cleansed, until he knows that you're able to handle what he's going to give you.
Come on, Pastor.
But we lose focus because we're so busy just running in the church and running by people because we're not trying to serve them. And no, I'm not going to give them anything. You know, I had someone say, for every young man that you see out there giving water, just give him something. And I had someone say, why do you want to do that? Because they need to get a job. Well, that is a job. I'd rather a young brother be out here selling CDs and everything else and bottled water and give him $1 than him robbing them. I'm not judging him.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, can you imagine that little boy that's at your street corner every day that you give $1 to for a bottle of water that you didn't even want a bottle of water? Do you realize the witness that you're going to make to him? He's going to ask you one day he's going to stop you and say, why do you always give me $1 and don't get the water? And you'll have the opportunity to minister to him.
Amen. You're right, sir.
Sometimes it's going to cost you.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
But isn't it worth the sacrifice? Because it goes back to what I said at the beginning. What is your purpose? Are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for kingdom? See, that's why we have a problem giving, because we're trying to do for self. We're trying to look for the return. Let me say it again. We are looking for a return. God is saying, stop looking for the return. I already gave you the return on my son's return. Let me help you understand. The return on your investment was Christ returning, which is eternal life. Because to be honest with you, all of us are already dead. it wasn't for him. He was a propitiation. So I don't know what kind of return you're looking for. If you're looking for the $1 million house, the island, the boat, the plane, listen, boo-boo, that ain't the return. The return is your life.
Yes, sir. You're right, sir.
So stop looking for everything else. If you don't get another raise, if you don't get another car, if you don't ever get out that apartment, if nothing ever goes right, if you don't get healed of cancer, if you don't get your hair right, if you don't get that husband, if your child don't ever get out of jail, God has done enough for you already.
You're right, sir.
See, we're focused on the wrong thing. And we're selling a false vision to people out there that they know is not real. Everybody won't get healed the way you want them to.
That's right. That's right.
But everybody can be saved.
That's it. Amen.
Everybody. From the pimp, to the drug dealer, to the crackhead, to the transgender, everybody can be saved. But I know y'all say, "Ooh, Pastor, but he got to get right first." No, he don't have to get right first. That ain't your job. Your job is to preach the gospel to you. I don't care if he come in here twitching every single time he show up in church. My thing is, you still pray for him, you still love him, and you treat them like a human being because you got some mess too. People just don't see it. Yours just covered up on the inside, where he's on the outside. At least one thing about it, he can embrace who he is. What about you?
That's right. Good point. That's it.
You worried about the wrong thing.
Amen. That's right.
I remember I had a conversation with a young lady one time, and she was a lesbian, and she was waiting on me to just go in on her on that, and I wouldn't. And I told her, I said, my concern isn't about that, about who you sleep with. My concern is just fornication. If I can get you to stop sleeping with people, then we solved everything, you know? Matter of fact, I'm just saying, those things happen because I'm not focused on that kind of stuff.
That's right.
And watch this, my conversation with her wasn't even about who she slept with every time. My conversation was about everything else.
That's right.
But see, that's what we do with people. We find people who want to keep nagging them and hitting on them about that one thing, and that one thing, and that one thing, and that one thing. Do you like somebody nagging you about that one thing all the time? I'm going to tell you, my wife keep asking me to take out the trash. I know I got trash to take it out. I didn't take it out. Matter of fact, keep asking me to take out the trash. I'm going to take it on you. Until I smell it. Because I'm the head. We get like that and you know it. So why are you going to do that to somebody else? Matter of fact, if someone keeps nagging you and nagging you and nagging you, do you want to be a part of that religion in that church?
That's right.
I don't.
Amen.
Because I don't see love. Love me. See, Christ didn't say love them when they get right. He said love them in spite of. Love them where they are.
That's right.
Love me where I'm at right now. Can you love me in the hard times? Can you love me fat and ugly? You know what I'm saying? Can you love this frog into a prince? Because God showed up love this dust of dirt into a prince.
Come on, preacher. Amen. He sure did it.
Yes, he did.
I said dust of dirt. See, y'all didn't realize that. Y'all ain't even worthy to be called dirt. Y'all dust of dirt.
Come on now.
Can't even be solidified without the breath of life. And you want to talk about somebody else. As I say, get a life.
That's it.
A real one. So you can't. It's in Christ. Is there any other one? You know, that's a problem. See, that's a problem. Everybody else got a lifestyle. I got a life.
Amen.
You understand? Y'all missed that.
Come on.
Football players, rappers, everybody got a lifestyle. See, but as believers, we got life.
We got life.
See, it ain't nothing about a style. It ain't style. It ain't about a style. Because style means it's a way of being. You know, it's a way that you're trying to conform to. But see, when you got life, and life more abundantly encompasses everything about it. I can have style in my life. I can have class in my life. I can have anything I want in my life as long as my life is in Christ Jesus. So I can care less about a lifestyle. I'm just concerned about how I'm living this life in style.
Amen. Amen.
So, my thing is this. We got to stay focused.
That's right.
We got to focus on the right thing. Because when we do that, then God will show up. And He'll show out. But see, the thing is, we've gotten to a point in our life where we missed Him. We missed who we are. 1 Corinthians 15 and 53 to 58 says, "For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
That's right.
And this mortal must put on immortality." So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, this mortal have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
That's right.
Here's why no weapon formed against you will prosper. Because it says, "O death,
Oh, death.
where is thy sting?
Say it, say it.
O grave, where is thy victory?"
Yes, right.
The sting of death is sin. Hear me. The sting of death is sin. The sting of death is sin. How do you remove sin? Through repentance.
That's it.
Y'all knew y'all gonna shout that.
Amen.
Let me say it again. The way you remove sin is through repentance.
That's right.
That's how you take away that sting. Because we know the wages of sin is what?
Yeah.
Don't y'all want to live?
Yeah.
So remove the sin. If they told you, listen, you can live your life for whatever illness you got and get rid of it if you just removed this out your life. Matter of fact, some of us don't lose weight until they start telling us we're going to die.
That's
Yes, sir.
right.
That's
That's right.
Let me put it this way. Say it again. How many times you know people to lose weight when they realize they were going to die? Y'all know people like that, don't you? Well, right now, here's your diagnosis. Lose the weight of sin or else you're going to die. Maybe you don't understand how serious this thing is. But the wages of sin is death. And I understand it's hard. But here's the thing. That's what repentance is for. To be cleansed. I don't care how many times you keep going through it. I don't care how many times you fall short of it. You need to recognize it and get it right. So right now, I want y'all to write down the things that you know you got to repent from. I'm not asking for all your just this week, because I know I ain't got enough paper for your whole life. Matter of fact, there's not enough paper for my whole life, so I ain't even talking about you, I'm talking about me.
That's it.
And don't cheat. I repent of all my sins of commission, omission. Those that I knowingly done and those that I unknowingly done, God. Nah, you better call them things out.
That's right. One by one.
One by one.
That's it.
I'm just saying, you know, see, here's the thing. As a pastor, I can say that because I'm praying for you.
Yes, sir.
But you know those demons inside of you.
That's
and
it.
when you don't want to call them out, you know what you're really doing? You're trying to keep them hidden because you don't even want to face them.
That's right. Amen. That's right.
See, man, we do that all the time. We don't want to talk about our problems. Matter of fact, get caught. But there's a matter. That's one of the good things we always say. You know, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? I'm sorry. We ain't got to talk about what I did, but I'm sorry. You got to face that thing. Call that thing out. Because I want you to be cleansed. I want you to live. I want you to have life. I want you to have life and have life more abundantly. Because here's the thing. When you're cleansed, it says, in the strength of sin is law.
Yes.
Because see, here's the thing. The law is the thing that helps us not sin. But you do understand that we are incapable of keeping law.
Yes, sir.
You all do understand that, right?
Amen. Come on.
We are incapable of keeping law.
That's right.
Because our flesh is not aligned with our spirit. And God loved us so much. If you don't believe me, why did He send His Son for the propitiation of our sins? See, there's the proof of it. So He realized man can't live by law because they're going to fall, but I love them so much that I'm going to give them somebody who can handle this for them. The only thing they got to do is trust in him. Let me put it to you this way. Man don't know how to fix his own car. So I put a tune-up clinic on every corner. And the thing is, the only thing they got to do is drive up in there and it'll be free. It's only going to cost them time.
Right.
That's it. And it will elongate their life. So then he goes on and he says, but thanks be to God which give us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. That's what the Lord Jesus Christ. My beloved brethren, be ye steadfast. And here's what this is what a good sniper understands. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the word of the Lord. For as much as you know that you labor is not in vain in the Lord. Here's the thing. Snipers realize that they got to be steadfast, unmovable. They don't care for B or whatever comes. Because see, here's the thing. Satan has a scope on you. And God has said he's locked in his target on you. But here's how a sniper works. A sniper doesn't shoot at where you are.
Come on.
A sniper shoots at where you're going.
That's right.
Because he understands that there's a travel time versus wind velocity and speed and weight of the ammunition that he's using. So he sizes you up to know what he needs to kill you.
That's right.
You don't even understand that the sniper is 500 meters away.
Right.
You have no idea that he's plotting against you. But my God has sent the Holy Spirit down there to be your protector and your guide. What he said is, if you trust in me, what I'm going to do is cause that shake up so they can stutter one step and he'll miss a shot. But that's your warning shot.
Yes, sir.
That's your warning shot. See, the greatest thing about it is that when he has locked and loaded on you, God knows your path. But see, what God will do, God will shield you.
That's right.
God will cover you. But the only way God can do that is if you remain in him through his son, Jesus Christ. So if you realize that this week, that you know there's some things you've done. Have y'all written down your things? Y'all wrote it down? Everybody wrote it down? Has everybody written it down?
Well.
Has anybody not written it down?
Yeah.
She needs a paper. She needs some paper right here. Okay, all right. I want you to write down some things that you're repenting for just this week. Just this week. Don't go all the way. Just this week. Some things you want God. We want to confess to God. Now, can I get a basket or something? Now, fold these up. Can't nobody see it. Because this ain't nobody's business. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. Let me see. And you do it. Don't need that. Now, I want you to hold this. And I want you to close your eyes while people come. Because I don't want you seeing their handwriting, nothing who's right, how they hold it. Because I don't want them to feel no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You know you already got this thing from God. Let's use that vision. Don't use this vision. Amen. Well, I want right now, in no particular order, just come and put it in here. Put them in here. See, here's the thing. I want us to be clean. Man, you know what? God is so happy right now. I'm serious because y'all are moving quickly. Y'all want to get rid of that stuff, don't you? Y'all ready to get this stuff out your life. Matter of fact, God, I'm trying to get rid of this thing, but I got a lot of that. I'm doing this shit. You give me a free opportunity. Matter of fact, this is amnesty. You fully kind of give you an amnesty. God giving you an amnesty. He said, come on, I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to give you a prison sentence for it. Let it go. Man, I'm telling you, he's taking it all for you. Amen. Thank you. I know you had another bag. I know, I'm sorry, you know. I'm new.
No problem.
You know I'm gonna get in trouble when I get in the car, right? Amen. We got some more. Amen. Here's the thing. We got people doing this. I want you to know, if there's anybody right here that realizes that you confessed and you want God right now, you realize that you haven't been living your life right. You realize that you haven't fully accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior. This is your opportunity. This is the time to say, God, I want to get it right with you. I've been playing, but I thought I was working. I thought what I was doing was right. But I've only been going through the motions. You know, I talk to you, but I don't listen to you. Let me put it this way. I pray to you, but I don't hear you. I don't wait long enough to hear what you told me to do. I'm busy about asking you to give me what I need. If you realize that that's been your prayer, that you've been treating God like a genie in the bottle, this is your opportunity to come down and get it right. We open the doors of the church. Because see, here's the thing, and I know I've never said this before, you know, a lot of people that follow me, they know this, but God conditioned me to say this. He says, if you really died right now, where would you go? I mean, if you died right now, if you walked out this door, and that sniper got a hold of you, do you know unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, that you will live forever with God? If you have any doubt in your mind, any question in your mind, this is the opportunity right now to say, yes, Lord. This is your chance. Don't worry about who's going to see you. Don't worry about who's going to talk about you. Don't worry about, you know what? Not right now, Pastor, because I still got some things going on. Matter of fact, come right now. With those things going on. I know you plan on drinking when you leave here because it's time for the game in about 45 minutes. Matter of fact, and I know you're like, I can't do it now because I'm going to get my drink on. It's okay, come on. I'm not worried about you getting lit. I'm so serious with you right now. That's not my concern. My concern is that your life is right.
That's right.
Matter of fact, I know some alcoholics going to heaven and some preachers going to hell. I'm just being real.
All right.
So don't let that stop you. Whatever it is that you know, you got premeditated sin coming in, and you're saying, I can't get it right because I know I'm going to sin. God is saying he's not concerned about that. Let him deal with you. Because see, here's the thing. Without Christ, you don't have a spirit man to fight for you. To help you get rid of that taste that you have in your mouth. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.